All right, let's go ahead and get started. So this is the second league of the day. This is the penultimate week. I hope that's the right word. Before the Players' Championship, I am doing a lot of testing for the Players' Championship. This is not part of it. I'm not going to stream my my testing for the Players' Championship because information hiding, etc., etc. So I'm playing Sublist. And actually, I guess if this deck is just busted, maybe I could count it as testing for the Players' Championship. But like, I don't know. Like, I'm not holding my breath. But for what it's worth, the person that has been working on this deck reached out to me and said the deck was broken, so maybe I'm an idiot and should be playing this in the PC. We'll find out tonight. I'll be really embarrassed if I end up playing this in the PC. Be like, wow, I streamed my PC testing unintentionally. That's a story. But here we are. We're looking at a Grixis Green Shadow is what it's called. Now, you see a lot of 4-color Shadow going around. Usually they're like Traverse the Ulvenwald kind of decks. They still do like a lot of the Battle Rage stuff, but we don't see any traverses here. And what I do see here is some crazy numbers. Crazy numbers. So without further ado, let's dive in. We got 17 lands and all of it's a disaster. It's just a disaster. There's a pile of fetch lands. How many is it? It's 1, 2, 5, 9 fetch lands. It's pretty reasonable. We got one snow-covered island, one snow-covered swamp. Oh, no, sorry, 10 fetches. 10 fetches. 10 fetches, a snow-covered island, a snow-covered swamp, and then one of each duel in our colors. Is that right? Steam Vents, Watery Graves, Breeding Pool, Blood Crypt, Overgrown Tomb. Literally just this like rainbow mana base. Alright, sure. Here for it. Why not? And then the cantrips, things stay just as disastrous. We got 3 Thought Scours, 3 Baubles, calculated, 3 Once Upon a Time, did all this math, and 4 Street Wraith. So the best, we at least have 4 of the best cantrip. But the other cantrips, I don't know what happened here. This is just, it's just some numbers. Some numbers. All right, fine, sure. So I'll get over that and move on. We got 4 Stubborn Denials. Okay, I'm here for it. Stubborn Denial's really good. Although I think we normally see Grixis Shadow do like 3 main, 1 side, right? I think that's something that normally happens. So 4 Stubborn Denial actually might be a little bit weird. Drown in the Lock, love it. Card's really good. I think Grixis Shadow has adopted this one pretty recently, and I've seen up to like 1 main, 1 side on this card, some Grixis Shadow lists. So love it. Card's great. We just played a league with Mill where this card was just an all-star. Super busted Magic card. 4 Fatal Push makes sense. Black Lightning Bolt, really good in your deck. Dismember, more Black Lightning Bolts that actually do kind of convert to damage with Death Shadows in play. Don't hate that either. Those are pretty standard cards. And 6 discard spells. Nothing super wild going on there. We got 2 Teamer Battle Rages. I like it. It's good graveyard hate. Yeah, love Teamer Battle Rage. We got 3 Snapcaster Mages, which is adopted from Grixis. And I don't think normally 4-color Shadow, even if they splash blue for stub, plays Snapcaster. So that's pretty interesting. Like a lot of times, like the way you're leveraging Snapcaster Mages is by snapping cantrips, right? Which requires you to have 2 blue. But that's like a big ask out of this deck. Like we have 3 blue duels and an island. Like I don't know how often we can afford to do that in our 4-color deck. But all our threats are generally black. The only red card is Teamer Battle Rage, so maybe we just aren't fetching red that much in general anyway. And our only green cards are 1 Tarmogoyf and 3 Once Upon a Times. So I guess we are a Watery Grave. Why do we have 2 Watery Graves? That's weird to me then. Like if we're just like primarily blue-black deck and we just have some splashes, why we're planning on drawing our 3rd and 4th land? I don't think that's really realistic in your 17 land deck. I guess we have Once Upon a Time. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to be a Shadow expert, but the mana base does look a little weirder, like now that I'm looking at these spells a little closer. And anyways, so yeah, we have 3 Snapcaster Mages that I think are going to be kind of hard to leverage in our 17 land, like weird colors, mana base deck, but I don't know. I'm gonna stay open-minded. I'm going to stay open-minded for the time being. We got 1 Tarmogoyf, 3 Gurmag Anglers. This is some math. And Death Shadows. So, like, I guess Gurmag Angler lets us... I like the addition of Gurmag Angler. It's one of the best things Grixis Shadow is going for it, and we can play it because we're not playing Traverse the Open World. So, like, no Traverses means we can play Gurmag, which means we get to leverage that. So, like, we're kind of trying to do the best things of all the Shadow decks, like the Jund Shadow decks, the 4-color Shadow decks, and Grixis Shadow decks without Traverse. It looks like we're trying to do everything good that isn't Traverse. I'm kind of here for it. It looks interesting. I'm down to give it a try. The mana base does look kind of like nonsense. I've ragged on it a lot, but there's a little bit of stuff that makes sense going on here, I think. 4 Denials main is common? Sure. 4 Stub main is not abnormal. All right, I'm very dumb. All right. And then we got making an OG tomb. No, we got the best theme events. Actually, all RTR. So, like, I really started getting serious about Magic and RTR. So, I have a lot of love for the RTR Shocklands. These are the OGs to me because these are like I grew up playing. Like, these are what I was like when I was really getting serious about Magic. These are the shocks everybody had. So, this means nothing to me. Like, even though it's OG, the art doesn't mean anything to me. When I think Watergrave, I think the Raymond Swanland like RTR art, which is really good for the record. Anyways, off topic. Looking at the sideboard, we got just a host of colorful spells. We got every color, like Birdie Bots, every flavor beans. We got 2 Oko, cards broken, unsurprised to see it. Gonna want it in fair matchups, creature matchups. I'm surprised they're not main deck, frankly, but card's great. Love to see it. I'm here for it. Colligon's commands. This is something that Grixis leverages a lot, like good artifact hates, very good at grinding. Pretty happy to see us have access to that, and like once again, that's leveraging something Grixis Shadow's doing pretty well, and so pretty happy to see that as well. Plague Engineer, great for your humans matchup. Actually, he's done wonders for the humans matchup, in my opinion. Like, having played Shadow recently, like, before, it feels like you just clap Shadows. But, like, playing humans against Shadow now, like, this is the ace in the hole. Like, this, it's a lot worse when you can't traverse for it, but this is just the card that, like, dookies on humans. It's a good one. It's a real good one. Trophies, I assume these are for, like, ensnaring bridges primarily. Like, I think these are going to come in, like, the Urza matchup, stuff like that, where you could get bridged, and also it's, like, still fine if you catch an Urza with it or whatever. Maybe you can blow up an Emery if they have, like, Emery E lock going on. This is sideboard from 5-color Niv. No kidding, it's kind of what it looks like. But the trophies are pretty good. And we have, like, a good, like, suite of artifact, like, answers here, right? Like, Oko answers artifacts, Colligan's Command answers artifacts, Abrade answers artifacts, trophies answer artifacts. Like, we just have a million answers. Like, to ensnaring bridges and stuff. So, I really like that this deck is respecting the Urza deck pretty clearly in the sideboard, and that makes me a little more confident in the deck list. Abrade, another good one, good against humans, because you can, like, kill small things and, like, you know, still good as artifact destruction. So, I like being able to branch out with, like, Abrade and Colligon's Command as, like, a package. Having a little bit of diversity here, I think, is pretty well rewarded. Collective Brutality, likely for burn matchups, various other matchups where you want more access to more discard spells at a really bad rate. So, like, Scape Shift, stuff like that, I imagine I'm going to want it. But other than that, it's probably almost exclusively for burn and some matchups like that. Veil of Summer, broken one, great against control decks, like, probably the Mirror, I'm going to want it, I imagine. Jund is probably fantastic. All these, like, discard-based interactive decks, it just kind of collapse. And you maybe can get some utility out of it against, like, Storm, where it can counter Gifts and Given and stuff. Pretty interesting stuff there. Disdainful Stroke, good against all the big mana decks. Counter spell, so, like, good against the Scape Shifts, the Amulet Titans, the, like, Trons, all the big mana decks. Disdainful Stroke's a great option. Pairs with your, like, Drown in the Lock and your Stubborn Denial, stuff like that. Help pressure them and counter some of their payoff cards. Damping Sphere kind of comes in a lot of the same matchups Disdainful Stroke does. Also another useful one against Storm, because for obvious reasons. But, you know, Damping Sphere shutting down the mana for Tron, and Amulet, pretty good. Not as good as Disdainful Stroke against, like, Scape Shift, obviously. You probably don't want it at all. But the diversification's nice. And Delay, I don't know. I have no idea. I assume you want this card in matchups where they're never going to be able to cast the card off Suspend, which makes me think big mana still. Like, I'm still thinking, like, you know, like, answer a big payoff, plan to kill them. Like, we need to have a real good clock in that matchup anyway, and so, like, maybe big mana. I don't know why it's just not another Disdainful Stroke. It catches Oblivion Stone, which is maybe a reasonable argument over Disdainful Stroke in that matchup, and just diversification. But Delay looks like a pretty weak Magic card to me. So I'm interested to see when and if we bring that card in, like what the games look like where that card's good, but it does look a little nonsense to me. Urza big mana burn. We want it against Urza? Really? Delay is from my 4-color Traverse Shadow days. Unsure how good it is since 5/5 is slower than 6/7. 4-color Traverse, nothing ever comes off Suspend. Fair. I mean, we have, what's it called? 2 Water Grade is definitely correct. I believe you. I believe you, Russell. I believe you. Either way, I don't know. Enough trash talking the deck list that looks like nonsense and probably is way better than I give it credit for. I'm just not Galaxy brain enough to understand. Let's jump in. I got some Shadow experts in the chat. They're going to help me not punch everything, and we're going to have a lot of fun. The guy who built the deck is here. I don't have to explain it anymore. Do your thing, Ferox. Hey, Ferox, come help. I think you're meant to assume it's just Counterspell. I'm not sure if it is. Right. The card is obviously very good if it is just Counterspell, right? Like, Delay is going to be very good if it lines up to be just Counterspell. But, like, If it's not, then the card's really bad. So, like, that, with knowing that, and seeing that there's one on our sideboard, there has to be some matchups where it is functionally just Counterspell. And I'm interested to see what those game states look like where we do get to line it up where it's just Counterspell. Like, it would have to be better than it is in my mind. Oh, I'm not here to help. I played 2 leagues and 0-3'd both times. Both times? Teddy, get it together. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you, Faye. That's kind of where I'm at. All right. Well, does this hand produce turn 2 shadow? I should learn this math by now. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 13. We need additional help. That's depressing. I mean, there's still no way we mulligan this. If we draw Thoughtseize, we're good, which makes me want to fetch first, but we have baubles, so I don't want to fetch first. Okay, I'm not going to fetch first. Contra Ego. Alright. I guess I'll play Polluted Delta and hope to Stubborn Denial something. Or push. I guess we have good interaction all around. And most of our cards are good draws. Oh, jeez. Please have Aether Vial. Please Aether Vial. No! They had no Blyark. If they had Aether Vial, we could line up a stub. That'd be so sick. Alas, we are no such luck. Alright. Also lining it up to where if we draw a fetch land, we can put our Shadow in play. Blow that up. My turn. Ugh. Ugh. Shock. Everything is terrible. Magic is awful. And I hate everything. Play an Aether Vial. Play an Aether Vial. Please play an Aether Vial. I will double stub it. I promise. Aether Vial. Aether Vial, Aether Vial, Aether Vial. Vial. No, not humans. Not Thalia. What the fuck? I almost want to flash the Snapcaster in now. Right? Is that just terrible? That's gotta be just terrible. Oh, what a poker hand. What a poker hand. You love to see it. Drake, Galaxy Brain Sasser, pushing the Noble Hierarch, thinking he's going to hit a 3rd land and be able to push like a Meddling Mage or something stupid. Boy, don't you feel dumb. Why didn't they have Aether Vial? Yup, hit me for a bunch. Maybe we'll draw a land. And a black land that lets us play 2 shadows. That would be so sick. Please don't have more things. Oh, dude, that is fine. Alright, I'm flashing this on. I think we're going to need a blocker if we miss. Look at my poker hand! Look! It's so good! So good. Take a stub. Have it. It's yours. In my suffering. I hate it. Thanks. I hate it. Oh, why is everything so bad? Why are you asking what I'm doing? Should I have attacked? Oh, I could have cast Ace Shadow. I thought it was still above 16. I'm an idiot. You're right, chat. You're right. Okay, here's what it is. I want to draw a land so I can cast 2. So I don't get Reflector Mage. If they have Reflector Mage, I actually do kind of look Galaxy Brain here. Even though it was obviously incorrect. But if they have Reflector Mage, like, I actually think I'm kind of smart. Because if I draw a land... Well, I have to draw a land, too. They have to have Reflector Mage, and I have to draw a land. If they had Reflector Mage, you probably would have played it there and bounced that, huh? Alright, I'm probably dead. And if they have Meddling Mage, it's a disaster. No Meddling Mage, puppy? No Meddling Mage? Oh, what the hell is that? Why would I care about that? What the fuck? Oh, okay, sure. Deleting my Patreon. Fair. Fair. Dude, I'm telling you. I'm going to draw a land here. I'm going to look so smart. Land. Oh, shit. Alright, now I look dumb. I just look really dumb now. And if they have Reflector Mage, it's like now more of a blowout. Unlucky. Play Reflector Mage so we can end this. Yeah, God, how smart would I have been if I drew a land? Just have a second one in play, like block. Ugh. Should have played one. Hey, Bucky. I don't know why you followed during this time. I'm obviously the worst streamer out there. But I appreciate your follow nonetheless. Alright, give me real cards. Braid's great. I don't know how many of these Collective Brutality trophy effects I want. Can't believe I just forgot to cast Shadow. Top tier Magic. This is PC competitor Drake Sasser. This is why I'm a D tier Magic player, according to Twitter. It's terrible. Is Teamer Battle Rage actually good in this matchup? Teddy, do you leave in Teamer Battle Rage against humans? It looks bad to me, but I want to know if it's actually good. Thoughtseize is probably fine. Inquisition's probably fine. All the removal spells seem good. Cut one. Alright, I'll cut one. Shadows! The resub, 5 months. That's so many. Hey, apparently I got another emote thanks to you. Get thanked. Cool, it gave you a little option to send thanks. That's really cute. Thanks, Twitch. Now I need help sideboarding. Shadows help. Yes, I leave TBR. He leaves all of them. Oko is balls slow. Well, Oko I'm not bringing in. How is TBR bad? I don't know. We're playing against humans, Buckley. Oh, I see. You missed me punting. Great. We're playing against humans, and I'm trying to figure out how to sideboard. Like, the cards that look bad to me are like this. Like, Snapcaster doesn't look awesome when we're not flashing. I guess we have removal spells. Like, some of the discard might suck. Maybe some of the cantrips suck. But in general, like, these are the kind of cards that are looking bad to me. Maybe Gurmag Angler's not great. TBR is great. All right, TBR is great. What are we cutting then? Once Upon a Time is worse since they're boarding a bunch of non-creatures. I mean, we're boarding out a bunch of non-creatures, right? 4 stub, a once, 2 wraith, 2 plague, and a braid, 2 command, 2 brutality. You do want the brutalities. Okay. I don't mind cutting a once. I do want Once Upon a Time to find these plague engineers, though. Plague engineers is super good. 2 wraith. I do like cutting the 2 wraith. I'm down for that. That's how you eat pro-black shit. Oh, you're right. That idiot. The, maybe I want Oko. Because of, the stupid 1-1. Auriok Champion. Wow, that was rough. I guess we have a Goofer. A Snap and an Anger for 2 Oko. Okay, I like that too. Alright, we're going to overboard AF. Yeah, I want answers to the pro-black thing. All right, I like all this. I like this. This is good boarding. Look at this. This is why you always have shadow experts in your chat to tell you to cast your Death Shadows and tell you how to sideboard against humans. You turn into a control deck. Mirror Crusader's getting played. Yeah, I mean I was playing a Mirror Crusader I think in my humans deck when I tested it last week. I thought better. I just saw it and considered it. Keep. This hand looks good. If we're a control deck, this is a hell of a control hand. We take these. Maybe the mulligan, too. That'd be sick. Nope, never lucky. I guess I'll just play the Swamp first, because I don't know what color stuff I'm going to draw. Like, I'll want to fetch the Steam Vents, potentially. Inquisition U. I'm going to maybe conserve my life total a little bit, too. And a Fenza. What? Deputy. I just don't care about any of this. I don't care about Dismember. Like that, like their Dismember plays our game. So does Deputy of Detention. Like if our plan is just to like kill all their stuff. Maybe I could just leave them with Kitesail Freebooter. Need to think here. Anafenza is just a big chungus. Like we can kill that pretty easily. I think I'm supposed to take Kitesail. Because we have Thoughtseize to take another thing, and we have Fatal Push as well. But we also have Collective Brutality, and I want this Collective Brutality to line up. But at the same time, it's not going to line up. I'm going to take this Freebooter. Yeah. I agree, Peter. Like I said, I want this Collective Brutality to have a target, and they can just take it and make me use the push, and then the Collective Brutality doesn't have a target. So I'm just, like, still just as bad off. Alright. Bobble. That's a good draw, actually. I can bobble them in Thoughtseize. I don't hate that, actually. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I want to hit my land drop, so I definitely want to bobble. And I want to hold the fetch to Fatal Push a 3-drop, I think. What did I see? What do I see? A Thalia's Lieutenant. Thoughtseize you. And you picked up a Meddling Mage. So we don't care about Meddling Mage. In fact, I don't know why that's still in their deck. I feel my intuition says take Deputy. Because I can line up push with this. I think I'm going to take Deputy. Land. Go. Gobble yourself for land for turn 3 play. That's fine too. Not the biggest issue. Yeah, I definitely obviously want to hit the land, but we only have 17, like, screwing up my mana or whatever to, like, or screwing up my, like, Thoughtseize is probably a little more important. Because, like, I think the Thoughtseize was going to be a hard enough second choice. Yeah, that's fine, dude. I have Collective Brutality. I'm probably going to fire at this. Do I fetch tap land on instep? No? Alright. Oh, yeah, that's right, because we need to hold it for push. I'm just very stupid. Death Shadow. Does that change the dynamic at all? What did they name? They named Oko Thief of Crowns? I respect it. Alright, so they have Dismember. I want my Death Shadow not to get caught by Dismember. I think we just Thoughtseize, right? Can push Deputy to bring back Engineer. That's true. I could also... We could escalate. Like, we could collect... We could fetch Shock, Collective Brutality, escalate to take the Dismember. I think you should just Thoughtseize. But then we're priced into taking Thalia's Lieutenant, right? Which I don't love. Maybe that's just fine. Because we know their hand. We know it's these cards. Like, I think we're just priced into taking Thalia's Lieutenant because we still want this Collective Brutality to have a target. So I'm going to do that. 2, 3, 4. And then we can Fatal Push the Anafenza that they're going to play. And then we can line everything up. Like, we can play this. And if we draw a third land, it's insane. If we fetch, we can't push Anna. Exactly. I think that's what we have to do here. 3 cards left. I think these and an unknown. Oh, you drew Kite Sail? Oh, no, it's just Anafenza. Okay. Okay. This attack seems a little loose to me. Man, this is tough. In terms of mana curve. No, you're right. The thing is, Brutality's going to be great if we miss a land. I think I'm pushing Anna. The problem is... I don't know what splash color to get. Like, because, like, our mana... I wanted to grab a Steam Vents with that to fix our mana a little bit, but... Because we have, like, red cards, but I guess we don't have an option. How many green cards do we have? We have Okos. We have Kolaghan's Command, which I can't cast. So we have Okos, Once Upon a Time, and Tarmogoyfs. That's 5 cards. I mean, it has to be black, right? How many blue cards do we have? 2 Snapcasters, 3 Thought Scourers, Okos also. So Okos a wash for it mattering, so I need to grab a blue source. Okay. Cast that. Pocket up. See ya. Alright. Now we know about Dismember. Hopefully we draw something we don't care about. Inquisition counts. So this just lets us be mana efficient. Escalate for 2 modes. -2/-2. Target opponent reveals their hand and take a card from it. You, that. Discard that. Cavern of Souls. Alright, we've answered everything. They have a cavern. And we have Shadow and Plague Engineer is leftovers. So we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Our cards are better than theirs. Crack that. Play Cavern. We know none of their cards. They have 2 unknowns. What you got? You got a Human? Please be like a Thalia. We draw a land. I want it to be a Thalia, and I want to draw a land. Oh, no. I mean, that whiffs. And, like, if we draw a land, it doesn't attack, so that's kind of nice. But maybe we just put Shadow. I mean, we're probably going to put Shadow in play no matter what, right? Nice deck, idiot. Does Shadow. If you draw a Dismember, I hate myself. But if we draw a green source, I am genius. Silent Clearing, a... There's no way you have like a Restoration Angel, right? That would be insanity. Why are you just holding the mana? Alright, yeah, you grow my Death Shadow. Charming Prince. Flicker? Scry 2. A 2/2 to Scry 2. Wild. The 2 cards on bottom. Okay. Street Wraith was a hell of a draw. Death Shadow's also a hell of a draw. Boop. That sequencing in those early turns of this game was super hard. Like, maybe my sequencing here is also, like, kind of tough. I don't really know. I think it's fine. Yeah, Once Upon a Time has looked woof. Has looked woof. Crack your thing. Go to 3 mana. If you have Mantis Rider, we take 4. Go to 4. And we can't win. So we can't beat a Mantis Rider. And it looks like they're casting Mantis Rider. Holy shit. That's bad. We can beat Mantis Rider with Plague Engineer. Alright. We grab Island. Oh, wait, no, we have Lethal, so they have to block some stuff. Crap, why can't you be a 14/14? You could fetch Shock to 1, that deals 12. Okay. Well, I think we have this locked up. I have to attack with both. You chump with this. We play Plague Engineer, and then you have to draw a Reflector Mage or Thali as Lieutenant. That's what the math. That's what I got. That's my math. Although, maybe they try to play around TBR. There's no way. I don't think they can afford to. They're just going to chump. I don't see a reason not to fetch. Now. Fetch. Grab something that doesn't deal damage to me. Island. You go to 3. Alright, have nothing. You've drawn fairly well. Human. Okay. Your turn. Nothing good, puppy! Oh, they're snapping it off. It's a Thalia's Lieutenant. God damn it! Bleh. Bleh. Matchup still bad. Still bad. We have bad control deck. So Once Upon a Time, still bad. Draw a card. All right. Well, we got obliterated by humans. Plague Engineer did nothing. Ugh. I guess it's not true. Plague Engineer let us live. And they just needed something. They had to be a Thalos Lieutenant. Reflector Mage, Deputy Detention. Actually didn't do it because they couldn't cast it. Or Dismember. No, they couldn't cast Dismember either. Wow. They actually didn't have that many outs. It was just like Thalos Lieutenant, another Mantis Rider, or Reflector Mage. Yeah. That's still like 12 cards, but like I was about to sit there and think it was like half their deck or something. It was not. It was not. Imagine if time was anything else. Well, what anything else did we really have mana for? Like, it would have to be specifically a 1 mana removal spell, right? Or TBR. TBR would have won. I'm out. Horse meta beckons. Ooh. Come to Discord after streaming if you're feeling it. Sure will, Peter. Thank you very much for stopping by. I really appreciate your support. This is kind of sweet. Well, we get to do a lot of things, and that makes me want to keep this hand. Oh no, it's Burn Guy again! Wait, no, we keep this hand against Burn. Stubborn is great against Burn. This hand's good against Burn. Help! Shadow Experts. I kept a hand with Street Wraith against a Burn deck. Yeah, he's on Burn. He was playing Burn earlier. I'm going to cast this without paying its mana cost. I know we lead on that. I know that's what we're doing. Literally our pick of the lands, huh? Sand is great. Time for Shadow, easy. Alright. Forgot this guy randomly switched decks from his main today. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Is a fetch land better? Probably not. I'm going to take the Watery Grave because it's the best land in our deck. Get Grave, yeah. So, we're casting this Bobble. Are we Street Wraithing? Like, right? We can, like... Okay, bobble myself. Why am I bobbling myself? I don't understand. I don't understand. Nothing makes sense. It's a Thought Scour. Do I want that? Bobble self. Alright, we bobbled self. Why? I don't know why we bobbled self over holding or whatever, but we did. Just be the better player than you win. That's asking a lot, Tim. I'm like, haven't figured out. Playgrave, pass. We want Thought Scour. Alright, we want Thought Scour. Playgrave, pass. We don't want a Street Wraith. Are we just going to hold this Street Wraith forever? I'm good at. But I'm going to learn this Burn matchup today, and hopefully it will be informative to you too, because we're going to learn this together, chat. Those of you on YouTube, those of you on Twitch that have no idea what's going on in the Shadow Burn matchup, we're going to learn today. This is going to be your guide to the Shadow Burn matchup. So far, I don't really know what's going on. Mismatch won. Who won? Oh, we got obliterated. We got murdered. It was an absolute beating. Seeking Thought Scour / push. Oh, shit. My bad. Well, we ended up taking 2 damage anyway. I guess we just didn't cast the spell. Fatal Push? Another Fatal Push. Wow, I feel dumb. I figured we'd be trying to conserve life in this matchup. Alright, play the land. When am I looking to play this Street Wraith, Russell? What am I supposed to do with this? Like, am I just supposed to hold it forever and it's just a mulligan to 6? I love Shadowbird matchups. Yeah, I don't. When you have Shadow in play, it's really good with Bubble, but you need a threat. I agree. I mean, we have Thought Scour for that. Like, we're gonna get a look with Goblin Guide before we push. I think I'm just gonna pass. Everything we can do at instant speed, and I don't think there's like it's so marginal that we hit a like we're gonna use this Goblin Guide to hit a threat. I think. Stubborn Denial. I don't think I want that. It's not a threat. We already have a bunch of those. So we're gonna Fatal Push. Maybe I should do it off a different land. Push? Yeah, but do I fetch first? Do I fetch and shock here to push? Because, like, I don't know. Like, if I think I want to cast Thought Scour this turn, then I may not want to grab a blue source with this. Nah. Like, our mana is a little awkward here. Do what your heart tells you, Britt. My heart tells me to What does my heart tell me to do? My heart tells me to fetch and shock and push. Yeah, that's what my heart tells me to do. I would push, no fetch. Dang it. The shadow experts are disagreeing. I don't know what to do. All right, green cards got 3 left. Red cards got 2. I want a black land. I wish I had another water grave. I'd probably actually just grab that so I can hold up double stub. It is actually really unfortunate that I can't. Do I fetch a basic? That's insanity. I want to deal some amount of damage to myself, I think. Yeah. I'm just going to grab this Blood Crypt. Cast. I'm making decisions at random. Gotta go fast? Do not gotta go fast. Gotta go slow. Gotta go real slow. Because I don't know what's happening. Your Eidolon. I think I just want a Thought Scour in response. Because I want to Fatal Push plus hold up stub next turn. So I'm going to cast my blue card. Wow, that was a good fucking card. Alright, wow, that's another good fucking card. Alright. So I want to make this shadow a 4/4, right? So I think I want to cast this Death Shadow into this Eidolon, right? So I think I'm going to cast, go to 13, and then we have Street Wraith plus stub up. Wait, no, I have to Street Wraith first. Push, play Shadow. Okay, that's probably actually fine. Wraith first? Yeah, we have to Wraith first. Let's just Wraith before doing anything. Okay. We just drew like the nuts. Okay. Shock this land in, push the Eidolon, play a 4/4 shadow. That's what I got. That's where I'm at. Cast this. Dude, we drew pretty well. Always yield. Okay. Play the shadow. Have stub up. In good shape. Yeah, I don't think I want to deal 2 more to myself. I think that's probably wrong. Once upon a time? I guess it lets me do something in step. They're going to do more damage to me, so I'm just going to like hit them for 4. And plan to stub something. Probably here? Oh, wow. That's where we're at, huh? Wow. Okay. Alright. This is just where we're at, huh? Once upon a time. Gurmafish. I think I'd rather have a second blue source. Although that just gets me bolted. I'm going to take the second blue source. And you all can judge me for that. Alright. Are they dead? So we fetch shock. Does Dismember do the pumpy thing? It doesn't, right? It doesn't. But they can't fetch. So we fetch shock to 6, 7. They go to 1. My math is so bad. Huh. Just attack. Don't force anything. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna attack. We're just gonna play it nice and slow. Nice and slow. Slow goes the bro. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna pass then. Like, we're just gonna double stub. What is this? Helix? Oh, yeah. No, that's... Yeah. Pff, pff. See ya! See ya, see ya, see ya. Oh, they're gonna fetch and pay 1, but I have Ferocious. Blah, 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 blah. Nice fetch land, idiot. Oh, you're just gonna bolt me? Do I fetch shock? I don't know. So we go to 6. It's just functionally the same to just hold it. So I think I just let the bolt resolve, hit the charm, pass. Lava spike. There's no way to beat a second bolt at all, right? Maybe I screwed up letting that bolt resolve. I mean, no, I would still be at the same life total. It only nets life on the bigger spell. I can't beat a second bolt here no matter what? Alright. Yeah, nothing matters. I don't want to show them another one. Eidolon. I could beat that. What? Why did you hold everything? I don't understand. Nothing makes sense. Like, I can't fetch an island with this. Why would you play like this? You gave me hope where there was none. Alright. You got me. Dang. We even knew it was burn. And we still got. Alright, I want Oko. Give me Oko. Delay? Probably fine. Veil, sucky. Abrade, maybe no sucky. Brutality, no sucky. Colligan's command, maybe justifiable? We'll think about it. Wraithies, bad. You gotta yeet the Wraithies. Wraithies, big terrible. Drown, great. Dismember, probably not great. Did too many 1-mana burn spells. No kidding. Yeah, what a tilt. Imagine if we went to 11 and let Wraith act as a counter against Shadow. What do you mean? We had to Wraith to get the Shadow in play that one turn, right? I think we had to Wraith. Aggressive paying on Shadow turn. You could have played Shadow as a 2/3, 3/3 and held Wraith. Yeah, but we ended up having to use the stub, right? So, like, fast forward to the spot where we had to stub the Boros Charm. Like, we still would have had to Wraith there. What? No, yeah, right. No, what they're saying is we could have cast it into... Pushing Shadow triggers Eidolon twice. Right, but that's the same amount of life. Like, instead I just pushed the Eidolon first and Wraithed instead. It's like, actually, I think there's an argument that it's strictly better, right? Because we move a card through our deck versus just playing the two things into the Eidolon. Cast Shadow, hold priority with push. Why are we casting Shadow and holding priority? Like, why not just play, like... Why would we not just cycle? Okay, anyways. I need to figure out how to sideboard. We're talking a bunch of nonsense. Snap seems great. This seems great. Once Upon a Time actually seems kind of bad. Once Upon a Time has been pretty bad in this deck in general. I'm not going to bring Colligan's Command in. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's bad. I don't know. Just kind of watching these cards. Leave one Dismember. Kind of nuts, but you can pay mana on it. Makes it a 2/2. What did we do instead? We paid 4 from 15, and it was like a 3/3 or whatever, right? I don't remember. I would have to go back and look. We're behind on time. We gotta figure this out. Hey, this hand's great. Wait, just kidding. This is like the best hand I'm ever gonna mulligan against Burn. This is insanity. It just has great cards, and our mana is just not functional. Nice deck, Chungus. Alright, we gotta reroll. Big fan of Oko. Don't love the delay. Think I'm gonna keep bottom the delay. Yeah, seems good to me. And then we have this for Stubby Reno or just Thought Scour. Probably has to grab a breeding pool, though, which depresses me. No. We can grab an... Oh, no, can't. It can grab a Watery Grave. Yeah, I can grab a Water Grave. What? What is happening? Actually, we can just fetch an island. What if we just fetched island? Is that nuts? Just conserve life total. No, we have a shadow. Alright, fine. Wraith played Shockland, pushed Eidolon, played Death Shadow as a 4/4? Yeah, that's true. To shock here or not is a real question, in my opinion. I think we are going to. Because I think the second black source matters more than the 2 life. Sure. This needs to fetch a green source. We can't fetch shock, hold up stub. I want this to fetch breeding pool. And then we shock Oko the Eidolon they're about to play. Alright, the math checks out to me. They just have nothing. Alright, I mean, I'll play an Oko. That's cool with me. Fetch. Grab a tapped breeding pool. Tapped? Untapped? I think I'm just gonna play the Oko plan. Like, you can't deal 14 for me from this spot. Like, you're just holding all your cards. Here's Noko. Like, this punishes this like normal pattern of just hold all their burn spells, which I feel like the burn deck's trying to do post sideboard. And so, like, I think, yeah, like, now he gets the memo, like, oh, I need to actually cast burn spells. Helix me, you got it. And then we get to play Oko, and then ideally we, like, take some damage, we get to shadow, hold up stub, and then, like, once we shadow, we get to hold up stub and just crack food, which is, like, pretty good. Suspend Rift Bolt. You got it. Sure. Also sure. So, like, now we have Shadow. I'm going to make another food. So we have 2 counter spells. We're not going to end up cracking food this turn anyway. I guess let's actually get a clock going. I think this is actually better. Because they're not going to... Like, they've demonstrated they're not going to kill Oko. We have double stub. Like... blue, stub that. I'm just going to stub spells. Because, like, if we live, we're fine. So we want... Like, I'm fine getting the tempo advantage. Because if we just, like... If we can just line our stubs up with cards, then... Like, here. Like, I'm just going to stub this, too. Then, like, we get to start Okoing, and then we're just in great shape. I'm like, yeah, counter 2 cards. Going to go to 8. Cast this. Make a food. Combat, hit you for 11. Put you low. We have removal spells to clear the way. Look at your top card. Boros Charm. That's obnoxious. I hope I don't get punished for the way I've played this game. I'm going to crack this before they can skull crack me in response. Hope to draw a stub. Nope. What? Boros Charm me to 4. You have to have another Boros Charm specifically? That would be so sick. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Oh my god. Did I really screw up with my stubs? No, because they won by 2 extra points, right? So, like, catching a Boros Charm doesn't make a difference. I might have screwed up. I bet what I screwed up was I was only supposed to stub one thing, and then we cracked the food. No, because like the turn I played Shadow, right? I had 2 mana up. I chose to stub 2 things and just like plan to gain life next turn. If I don't animate this and instead just focus on gaining life, so we just gain 3 life, pass, gain 3 life. That's so conservative. Like they had to stop at exactly 4 lands and have exactly all these 1 mana burn spells, or we just win. But maybe that's just destined to happen. Huh. Well, apparently we're never beating this Nahul guy with anything we play. But I'm pretty used to losing to burn. Basically every deck I ever play loses to burn. I'm the is it guy. But I really feel like I screwed that game up somehow. I mean, maybe the Fetch Shock Scour was where I screwed it all up. Like, I took 3 unnecessary damage. We have not won a game with the Shadow deck. Wow. And we played against 2, like, pretty top-tier decks, right? Like, Humans and Burn, both, like, top-tier decks. And I'm willing to admit, I'm probably a Shadow Chungus, but, like, I have Shadow experts in the chat. Holding stubs would have given you lethal? How? Catching these hands would have made a difference? Fair. Yeah, like, I had 2 removal spells in my hand that just laid dead. Like, it's easy to say things just didn't line up, but still, like, our hand was so good that losing that game feels like it was stolen, even though they had, like, no creatures, right? Like, it feels like I had the cards to just, like, afford to play around it. I mean, they were obviously the better player, too, in that matchup. Like, I probably Chungused it up. But well, that one's kind of eating at me. I don't know. I really would like to sit down and try to figure that matchup out. So there you go. I said I was gonna offer like a guide on the Shadow Burn matchup, thinking we were gonna be able to win it because we knew it was Burn. Because I feel like Shadow's usually favored if you draw a Death Shadow and know it's Burn. We still just got clobbered. So yeah. Continuously making food and cracking food each turn. Yeah, that's what I was saying. But like, is that too conservative? Like, I was thinking that might be too conservative because we're just not going to be able to outgain life their burn spells. Like, like we ended up gaining 3 life, right? The clock just didn't end up mattering very much. But, like, I didn't have the extra mana laying around. Like, there was never a point where I could just crack 2 foods. So if I had an extra food in play there, like, it still would have been uncracked. Like, I still just didn't draw the land for it. I think given equal play skill on both turns, Burn is favored. I mean, given how that played out, I'm willing to believe that. But I also feel like they drew pretty well above the curve. Because our hands were great, and we still just kind of got murdered. This hand's awesome. Oh, what? You got it. Yeah. Sand is great. Hedron Crab entered the revealed card zone. I see. Bobble. Myself. Overgrown Tomb. Not super interested in another land. I think I'm going to push this. We have a blue source, so I guess red is better because we want to draw the red cards. But there's only 2 red cards, and there's 4 green cards, so I'm going to grab green. Because that's what the quick math says to do. Push this. Cast Bobble. In case they have discard, we wait. Maybe bobble them on their upkeep. Sure. Okay. Bobble you. Marsh Flats. You got it. Dismember? Oh, that might have been smart. But they played another one, so I'm a genius. Because next turn we get to dismember. Oh, no, we don't get dismember plus play Shadow or point off. Everything's terrible. Narc Amoeba. Narc Amoeba. Ugh. Creeping Chill. Never mind. Everything's great again. They have a Vengevine. That's pretty bad. Land. Dismember this. Could dismember this, because this lets them cast Gravecrawlers. Actually, no, we have to dismember this. Because they can cast Gravecrawlers, get Vengevine back, and everything goes downhill really quick. So, let's do that now. Life, boop. Okay. Another Vengevine. Wow, if they have 2 creatures, I am dead. I am the big dead. We even pushed their turn 1 creature and they just had another one. This is unbelievable. Oh, they should have a Gravecrawler. Ugh. Drain. Memory Sluice. Oh, wow. This game is actually over? We can't draw TBR. Oh, no, we could draw TBR and scour into... No, never mind. Now we're just dead. I guess we had to see more of their deck. Multiple memory sluices. Jesus. Maybe they could have milled their sources, too. Play Gravecrawler, get 2 Vengevines. Last I checked, I'm dead. Mill is greater than 4-color shadow based on my current results. Yeah. I don't know. That was rough. That was rough. That was really rough. Plague Engineer on zombies, good against this deck. Everything else kind of sucks. Because there is no graveyard in here. Why is there so much Vine in the queues? Why are people playing this deck? I'm so dead. How are we sideboarding, team? Dismember seems really bad. The threats seem great. The discard seems acceptable. The pushes are depressing, but probably good enough. The stubborn denials are depressing, but probably good enough. Gabe fans? Yeah, no kidding. All you want's Plague Engineer? Out Denial, add Engineer. Is Dismember really better? Dismember seems terrible. Whereas Stub at least catches like the stupid Memory Sluice and the Glimpse the Unthinkables. But that's it. I guess. Alright, fine. We still... In good cards, out bad cards. Yeah, well, there's not very many good cards, and there's a lot of bad cards, so I don't know what you want from me. Roll a d20 15 times, bring in card on 11 plus. That's a lot of work. I have thought about occasionally making decisions at random when I'm wildly ahead with this, like, various decks. Alright, this hand is good. This hand is actually pretty good. Alright, what are you doing? You mulliganing? No mulligans. Never lucky. Cast without paying the mana cost. Once upon a time, so good. Gurmag Angler and Street Wraith are both pretty good. Second land seems a little better. Can we turn to a Death Shadow with any of this? Fetch Shock, Thoughtseize is 5, 6, 7. We are still short. Why is this deck so unplayable? Wraith. Wraith it is. Wraith lets us do the, like, Bobble Wraith fetch thing, so I'm going to do that. Bobble myself. Thought Scour. I don't want it. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to fetch and shock and Thoughtseize. Am I supposed to Wraith now? I think I'm supposed to Wraith now in case I draw Inquisition or Bobble. Yeah. That's actually a pretty good one. Thoughtseize you. Take your anything. Cards with text. Give them to me. Once upon a time, Narcomoeba, Hedron Crab, Stitcher, Supplier. Hedron Crab you have to fetch shock for and only mills 3 as the Stitcher Supplier. Stitcher Supplier is a zombie. Is Crab really better? Stitcher Supplier being a zombie makes me think it might be a little better. But, especially because they don't have no land. Yeah, it's between Crab or Supplier. The question is, like, is Supplier being a zombie more relevant than Hedron Crab being able to mill multiple times? And the answer to that question, I think, depends on what we think is going to happen with this Once Upon a Time. Like, what do we think that Once Upon a Time is going to find on average? Another land? Yeah, drawing push off Wraith. Yeah. Drawing the Wraith informs the Thoughtseize, so, like, you're always supposed to do it there. I was just, like, trying to talk myself through it because I'm kind of dumb. Another crab or another supplier? Well, a second crab is kind of worse for us than another supplier, right? Like, so if they go, grab another crab, fetch shock, play a crab, go, play second crab, mill 6, that's pretty bad, right? But it's the same as supplier, mill 3. Next turn, supplier, mill 3, have a mana up, so it's 1. It's the same exact thing. Except supplier mills now. So supplier milling now and being a zombie makes it the swing vote for me, I think. Go. So, like, because if they supply into Narcomoeba Amalgam, that's a higher upside than just, like, Crab, which is can't mill anything this turn, right? Like, they can't accomplish anything at all. So I think that the zombie plus the milling immediately is the swing votes. Gotta despise graveyard decks. I don't mind them. Besides, we have our graveyard hate. Look, we have graveyard hate. We just need to cast it. And now we actually drew Dismember. So, like, oh, come on. You drew Merfolk Sheeper Keeper? Was that what you Once Upon a Time did too? What did you Once Upon a Time do? What did you grab? Oh, they grabbed a Stitcher Supplier. Okay. To Thought Scour or to Dismember? I think we pass. You want to Scour for land? It has high upside, but really low floor. Alright. The upside's high enough. Fetch land, please, puppy! Wow, none of those were lands. You hate to see it. Oh, land lets play Shadow. Yeah, never mind. Most lands play Shadow, at least. Play Crabber. Yep, fine by me. Ugh. Shock. Play Supplier. Please, no vines. Hey, there's no vines. Love to see it. That's a vine. That's an amalgam. Alright. Blood Crypt. What do we know? We know there's a vine. I don't think we know any of the reasonable cards in there. And I think we know, like, Vine, Narcomoeba. And there's a Merfolk Secret Keeper in our way. My gut says Shock, play Shadow, go. Hold Denial or Dismember. That's kind of the plan. The question was, we could just, like, Shadow play tap land to conserve life. But I think that's worse. So I'm not going to do that. This does telegraph, like, the Stubborn Denial pretty bad. Glimpse. Alright, I'll stop that. We take those. Okay. Block. I can't block that. Tilt. Okay. What changed? Did anything change? We attack for 4. Hope to not die. We can Inquisition. Maybe, like, the floor is the Inquisition just takes an Narcomoeba. Maybe we hit a 1-drop. We have Dismember. I want to line up for a kill turn. Losing 4 more puts us to 8. Attack and pass. I would think do you not want to cast? I guess we could conserve some life with this Dismember against Vengevine. They didn't. Block. I guess we have Drown in the lock too. Alright, Drown in the lock probably swings it to where I just don't cast a discard spell. Mill 3, you got it. Narcomoeba and a Creeping Chill. Fetch. Puts me to 6. You have a Merfolk thing. Oh, this is so bad, right? Because this lets them cast, what's it called? This lets them cast Narcomoeba. Is there anything I can do about that? God, I wish I had discard spelled. The Amalgams don't matter. We have to win this turn. They cast Narcomoeba. We can't do anything about it. So we have to drown the Vengevine. Go to dead. Go to dead. I have dead. Holding drown means you can't lose? That'll be a call from me. I don't see how we can't lose from here. I feel dead. So yeah, we drown one. Take exactly 6. Don't get to kill them. It be like that sometimes. It be like that, chat. Alright. I don't see what they see. This is bad. This is really bad. I mean, you can attest. Am I playing badly? Is that what it is? Like, am I just that bad at Magic? This is a lot of losing. There's a lot of losing, chat. And I feel like we've had some close decisions that maybe just didn't break our way, but like, even those would have just forced game 3s. Like, these haven't ultimately been super close matches. Not even a game. You're telling me, Brittany. You're telling me. This is the worst I've done in Modern in quite some time. Which, honestly, if you told me I had to play a Knight of Mill and, like, a 4-color Shadow deck, this is not how I would perceive things going. But D-tier player, no kidding, D-tier player Drake Sasser back at it again. I cut Snap from the list on Once Upon a Time. The Once Upon a Times have been hit or miss. Like, in the opening hands, they've been really good. And the times we've top decked it, they've been pretty bad. The snaps have been universally really bad. Mill officially better than Shadow. It's locked in, Yanni. There's just nothing else. There's nothing else to even discuss. It's just locked in. Nobody tell Blitz. Oh, Blitz is already in. You know Blitz is already in. Blitz is finger on the button, ready to go. Gosh, so weird. So weird. I feel like my opponents have had to have pretty good hands, and we've had fairly good hands. It's not like our hands have just been terrible and unplayable. We've had reasonable-ish hands. So that makes me think that I'm just playing badly. Like, for real. Like, the fact our hands have been good, the matchup spread has been normal. Burn again, eh? Alright, it'd be like that. The matchup spread has been normal. And, yeah, just like, maybe, like, there's no way our opponents have just had that insane of hands to where that's just how things pan out. Like, I just don't really buy that. Inquisition. I think I'm going to fetch a basic at Inquisition and plan to push, because I want to be able to get cards out of my hand, first of all, so I don't discard. And second of all, I think an Eidolon is worse for me if I push than just Inquisitioning first. I am going to put this Bobble in play, but I don't think I'm going to crack it. Wait, where's my Snooker with Swamp? There it is. All right. I was freaking out. Boop. I don't think I want to crack Bobble yet, though, because I want to use it to fight a threat. And my hand's already planned out. Cast. So, like, I want to use it next turn to line up, because I'm going to get hit with a Goblin Guide, and next turn we can line up the Goblin Guide hit. Unless I see something on top that sucks, and then maybe I crack it. I don't actually know. I'm actually probably supposed to do that instead of trying to play it cute and conservative. Once Upon a Time? Wow, that is horrible. Alright. What are you drawing next turn, friendo? Fiery Islet? Okay. I didn't know about Sunbake Canyon, right? Oh, I did. Boop. So they have 6 points. We have a push next turn with... Suspend 2 Rift Bolts. Alright, so you drew Rift Bolts. So these are the cards we know about. We're in okay shape. We just need to find a threat. Threat. Thoughtseize. That takes a Lava Spike. It's worse than just pushing. Like, they have 9 damage dialed up. Screenshotting. I don't know. I guess I kind of want to grab an island. I think there's a chance Stub finds a target this turn. But I'm probably going to look for basic island and then, like, use this on the turn that I need to fetch a red source for Team or Battle Rage. But I guess I'm not fetching at all if I find something on top that matters. What you got? Dash Shadow? I will not be fetching. Cast. Target that. They played Islet. Their hand has Lava Spike, Bloodstained Mire. Okay. Probably should cast that Spike, buddy. Alright. Train. Chew. Still not in on casting the Spike? You are going to cast the Spike. Hate to see it. Alright, play on the land. Here's a Death Shadow. Here's a big Chungus. Big boy. And we can line up lethal. Like, we have lethal dialed up with a Stub. Like, we've been here before. Okay, they just conceded. That's not what our last burn opponent had. Our last burn opponent did not have just concede. We're on the board. We're on the board. You love to fucking see it. We are on the board. Wow. Such a beating. Collective Brutalities. Okos. Okos are brokos. Street Race can get yeeted. What else did we say to cut? I wanted to cut Dismembers. But I don't remember what for. I think it was like a breed. Did I want a breed? I think I wanted a breed. Beat burn without casting. What is that? Oh, Teddy Rage. That's gas. Yeah, we didn't even have to cast it. They just conceded. They probably just drew a bunch of lands. I don't know. I might just do this, like, super light. No, I'm a cyber like that. Cyber like that. I don't remember that's what we did last time. I thought I brought in the braid too and like cut like a dismember or whatever, but yeah, I'm off it. I'm off it. Yeah, it's my boat. That's a sick boat. I can't. It's like too small on my other screen. Oh, excuse me. It's too small on my other screen, so I can't see it really well. But I am sure it looks great. I'm confident. This has cantrips, a Stub, Thoughtseize. It doesn't have a threat, but the rest of the hand just functions. Can we do better? We can do better. I think I'm actually going to mulligan this. It's burn, just keeping hand with no threat and no removal spell that like doesn't cost 1 billion life. Just doesn't seem like it. Wraith worse than Dismember? Yeah, I think so. Because you can pay mana for Dismember. I think we can do better. I'm mulliganing. No, this is exactly what I want if Snapcasters were lands. This card has been atrocious. I don't want this card anywhere near this deck. Ever. It has been so bad. Alright. Get out. Journal's actually kind of okay. Thoughtscar's better if we find Gurmag Angler off this Once Upon a Time, though. Like, I'm just going to plan... I'm going to have my plan be Oko and draw Gurmag Angler or something. Because this hand is a turn 2 Angler, so... And they're just whole Neil Spellerooskies. Ding! Ding! Guess without paying mana cost. Find me a shadow, Poppy. One shadow for Poppy. No shadow for Poppy. Hate to see it. It's one TBR at the bottom of our deck, too. The fetch land feels like it makes the most sense, but it does cost us life. We could just grab the swamp. The swamp. I'm off it. Just gonna grab a fetch land. Play it. It's good old-fashioned Edelin. Alright, we're gonna fetch some basics. I love basics. Eland. Blurp. Drew Turtsees. Okay. Okay. Do we discard them? That is the question, right? I guess we can fetch a tapped green source. No, we can't. Never mind. Everything sucks. Because I decided to conserve life. Because my name's Drac, and I like conserving my life total. Swamp. Gurmafish. Yeet. Leave the spell that we can flashback with our Snapcaster Mage if we ever draw it in our graveyard. Go! Teddy correct with grabbing OG2. Fine basic. I think, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm at a pretty healthy 18. They only have 2 cards in hand. They can't attack. Like, we're winning the race currently. Maybe they'll run this into it and try to, like, just bolt my Gurmafish. I kind of want to just attack. I kind of want to attack, fetch a tap land, move on with my life. Is this insane? This doesn't feel insane, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Path to Exile? Woof. And I fetched all my basics. Very sick. Very cool. Very cool. Nope. They have 3 cards left. What if I fetch Shock, just play Oko? Play Oko, Elk this. They can just burn it down, and then I have a 3/3. That's not good. But at the same time, I have spells I want to cast. Alright. Go grab this tomb. I guess there's a universe where we just literally plus this up for the entire game and hope that they just draw really bad and we just gain a bunch of life. That is currently where I'm at. Plus, make some food. Go. They have Boros Charm for Oko. That's kind of a beating. But still drains them a card. Get a sandwich. I'm trying to get my sandwich. Dude, Michael, I have been getting clapped. I've been getting my cheeks clapped by the old modern format. Oof. But we're on the board. We're on the board. Where is this going? Me? There's no way attacking me. Alright, attacking me. Attacking me is where we're at. I'm just gonna, like, make food all game. Just like the rest of the game. Just make some food. Lava Spike me. Pay 2 mana counter that. I don't know what else a man's to do. Dismember. Which member? Huh. This dismember is really awkward because I want to discard them a bunch, but that just doesn't work the way I want it to. So we can elk this. Dismember, paying 2 and discard. What do we think of that? Go to 6? Nice. Love to hear it, Michael. Hey, Drake, can we get a tier list of decks most likely to clap you? Number 1 is Burn. Number 2 is also Burn. And number 3 is Tron. Number 4 is Burn again, but with really bad cards because they're on a budget. And number 5 is 5-color Niv Mizzet. Yikes. Everything sucks. Hate it all. Let's just make a food. Are we winning this race if I just, like, make a bunch of food? Why does that not feel very good to me? I should make a food. I'm over it. Tired of thinking about it. Anytime they tap below 2 mana, I'm just going to gain some life. And if they don't, I don't know what I'll do. Be sad about the way this game plays out, probably. It's kind of like gaining 1. Well, sure. It is. But my other line is like, elk it, lose 2 to dismember, and then die to double bolt when they have 3 cards in hand, 4th coming, and like potentially a 5th if they want it. Like, that is not a winning line in my opinion. So we're going to put some food in play. We were in this exact kind of scenario in the previous match, and I chose to like just kind of make a 3-3 or whatever, and that was like just pretty dumb. Alright, I mean, I'll gain some life. Go to 11, go to 7. I'm at a virtual 5, I'm still dead. But this demands that you have double bolts in less cards. Okay. Go to 4. You have no spells, or you would have cast it, and I would have died. What the hell is this? Whew. That's a good one. That is a pretty damn good one. So, what do? We elk 1. Dismember the other with all of the... I'm not dismember. Elk 1. Collective Brutality the other with all the modes. What if we traded for 1? What happens if we just trade for an Eidolon? You die if you pass? Is that true? Like, what if we just, like, trade for an Eidolon and see what happens? Give me that. Alright. So now if they bolt it, we can just dismember for full retail? And we don't die? Question mark? Where's this going? Me? Alright. Think that just kills me? Block. Because all my other lines killed me too. And I think I couldn't beat this lava spike no matter what. But I don't know. It was an interesting problem to solve. And maybe I should have traded earlier. Maybe we should have just taken their first Eidolon a long time ago. Just giving them a food. Like last turn. What a game. What a game, what a game. Elk plus Crew Boost seems like the line. Well, the problem is that dies to the Lava Spike too, right? So if we Elk the first one, Collective Brutality the other one, they have 4 power in play, and we went from... We stay at 4. So that puts lethal in play, and we can't dismember, right? Because we still just lose 4. Yeah, so that kills us still, right? Yeah. Would you like to play first? Yes. That's a Death Shadow. Talk me out of just keeping this. Talk me out of it. You may not be able to. It just may not even be possible. I just want to fetch some tap lands and put the Shadow in play. Keep. And then we got my Ambush Viper. It's already dialed up, ready to go. Snapcaster sucks. Yeah, no, I'm on board. I'm on board. Snapcaster's been horrific. Absolutely horrific. And Tech Nation's in the tank. Oh, grabbing more cards. We found him. Not getting my other basic because Path is real. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm just fetching tap lands. That's what we're doing. I don't know what tap land this is getting, but it's going to be black and blue probably. Might be black and red. I'll think about it. It's going to be black and something. Maybe black and green since we want to cast Oko and we have an island to do that. It'll probably actually be black and green for that reason because Oko is like so good. Pass, huh? Fetch. Tapped to me. Nope. We're probably going to play like a Gurmag Angler on turn, like a billion. Gassed. Look at that. Now our Gurmag Angler might be like a turn 3 play. Love to see it. Me. What is it? Inquisition. Do I want an Inquisition? I'll take an Inquisition. Like, they're just holding spells, so, like, Inquisition's gonna still be live, and snapping Inquisition's really nice. Yeah, I'll take Inquisition. Let's play another fetch land and pass the turn. Ski-poo. The turn ski-poo. The turn ski-poo. We're probably gonna fetch a Watery Grave here, just in case we draw, like, 2 stubs in a row or something like that. We just develop our mana, play some big Chungai. Hope that wins us the game. Bolt me, Poppy. Give me the old bolt treatment. Oh, yeah. You love to see it. Maybe I should put my Ambush Viper in play. Because, like, what if they have Eidolon? That'd be kind of obnoxious. Suspend Rift Bolts. Suspend another Rift Bolts. So many Rift Bolts on suspend. Okay, alright, fine. Watery Grave. Nope. Okay. Thoughtseize and Inquisition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have Fishy Poo. Inquisition you. Two Lava Spikes. Take a Lava Spike. So they have Path to Exile, so getting 1 threat into play actually isn't that high equity. Thoughtseize you. Take the Lava Spike. We don't need more mana. Land. So we can fetch, play Gurmag Angler as a 5/5, but they're about to double Rift Bolt me. I think I'm going to fetch, play Gurmag Angler. Yeah, I'll play Gurmag Angler. This means that my Snapcaster aren't going to have any targets, but they're about to use their path anyway. And then we have Shadow backup for once they put us to 6. Alright. We did something. We did a something. Our path is going to fail to find, but that's fine. The only punishment here now is if we draw the Team or Battle Rage. I feel stupid for the way I sequenced, but if we draw Stub or Denial, then I don't, because then we have Stub, Snap, Stub, right? Well, not all in the same turn, but we have Stub and Snap, Stub, like, available to us across the game. So we know their hand is path plus another. Path. Nope. No cards in the end. The Searing Blaze me to 3. That sucks. Well, you have to top deck a burn spell or die. Top deck a burn spell or die. I guess they have 2 shots at a 1 mana one, but they only have 1 shot at a 2 mana plus 1, and it can't be Searing Blaze. Okay, and chat, need your energy. Did we do it? Did we do it? Did we do it? Did we do it? Path also buys them another turn. We did it! The bird player finally missed. You love to see it. On the board, chat. Look at that. 2 whole games. In the same match, mind you. In the same match. Incoming land blaze. That would be so sick. I'd be like, no. No. Magic sucks. All right. We did it. We did it, chat. We did it. It still felt like we had to get so lucky there. Like, we had to draw the second shadow, and we needed to, like, them to miss on a burn spell. How do people think the burn shadow matchup's, like, good for shadow? Like, I get it that I'm kind of stupid, but, like, the burn shadow matchup seems pretty tough. Shadow players often tout off that, like, the better player always wins, and I'm not really convinced that's true. I think it's 60-40 in Burn's favor, because I'd buy that. I think that's pretty reasonable numbers. Live for the 2-3. We're going to try for it. We're going to try for it. We are going to try for it. Typical shadow player talk. Yes, I mean, he has to mean it's 60-40 Burn's favor, right? Like, did we crack the mill chesty? No, we don't crack chesties around these parts. What the heck? I'm not sure I've, like, opened a chest. I may have on stream once, but... Drake, look at the thing I messaged you. What the heck? Why am I doing this while I'm streaming? I don't see anything that you messaged me. Oh, yeah. Oh, only acceptable shocklands to be OG and foil, probably. I'll look at it in a second. This hand looks bad. I'm only getting this hand. This hand looks good for poker, bad for Magic. Magic Brian, huh? Alright, Magic Brian. My hand's really bad. Alright, here we go. We're in it. We're in it. Snapcaster's getting yeeted. The Once Upon a Time... Actually, I'm probably going to bottom this snow-covered island so that I can try to line up a turn 2 angler. Keep. See ya. See ya. Done. And we're going to try to find an island or a fetch land with this. Cast that paying mana cost. Fetch land, please. Street Race also pretty good, but the fetch land lets us turn... Oh, no, it doesn't let us turn to the fetch. It lets us turn to a stupid shadow. I'm stupid. I probably should have grabbed the Street Wraith. Everything's fine, chat. Everything's fine. For some reason, I thought this was like a Thought Scour, and it's not, and I'm just dumb. But we can turn to a Death Shadow if we draw it, which is pretty sick. Boop, boop. Thoughtseize you. Humans again. Make it stop. When will it end, chat? When will it end? End my suffering. I can't beat any of these cards. Go. Reflector Mage is by far their best card. Woof. Death Shadow. Close enough. Hey, actual, literal Death Shadow. Okay. Could work with this. They have a Thalia coming down. She's gonna fetch. This is the most ambitious fetch shock, I bet. Am I supposed to shock? What if I didn't shock? What if I just played a 1-1? I don't get to attack through Thalia next turn if it's a 1-1? That's pretty bad in my opinion. But I can get raced by this freaking Mantis Rider. Oh, Jesus Christ. Everything's terrible. Alright. Let's just hope to draw a Teamer Battle Rage. That's kind of where I'm at. Here's a Shadoo. Maybe I was actually supposed to play Gurmag Angler there, right? Can I do that? 7 mana, 5 cards in the yard? Yeah, I could have. Yeah, I was probably supposed to play Gurmag. Grab Crypt so the Battle Rage is now. That's smart. I mean, it's probably what they're going to name here is Battle Rage, right? Fatal Push. That's reasonable, too. Wraith. This Wraith has me feeling sketchy. I think I'm going to want it. Wraith first. Ugh. Do I really want to? I'm going to die to this stupid Mantis Rider. I'm going to die to it. I'm dead. Another stub. Hate to see it. On the off chance that we get to accomplish anything, I'm going to hold up stub because it's fairly free to do. Alright, let's put some 5/5s in play. Here's a Gurma Fish. Hopefully these 5/5s win the game. We can attack for 10 and then we die. Although if they hit me for 3, I'm hitting them for 13. White, white, blue. They drew Reflector Mage? Oh no! Why me? That's pretty gross. Battle Rage. I think I get one more turn. Right? Yeah, I get one more turn. Actually, like, Battle Rage isn't out next turn. Like, they're gonna play Mantis Rider and Slam, I think. And then Battle Rage isn't out. They might just attack with the Mantis Rider, actually. That seems way better. They're just gonna attack with Mantis Rider. This is 5 toughness blocking. Battle Rage, still an out. Actually, Fatal pushes an out if they block intelligently. Well, that's none of the things. So just call, huh? Just call. All right. Fair. No respect for the Battle Rage. Make me have it. Tilt. Vile isn't resolving. No kidding. Woof. This is twice we played humans and we've drawn 3 stubs in both of the main deck games against them. Rough. That is a giant beating. Abrade the whole kitchen sink. Give it all to me. I could scroll back up and probably find how we sideboarded in that matchup, but that is a lot of effort. I don't think we want Trophy. I don't think we want any other nonsense. I think we cut like 2 Street Race, like a Once Upon a Time, and okay, and it was like Angler. It wasn't Angler, right? No, you can't cut an Angler. What was the other cut? I don't remember. I kind of want to cut our discards, but this seems kind of bad. Oh, there was 2 more cuts. Wow. Oh, a Snapcaster Mage. I think we got a Snapcaster Mage. Just trimmed on stuff. One TBR, one Angler. Dude, TBR, like, looked like we needed it so bad there that, like, I almost don't want to board any TBRs out. Yeah, I just kind of want to cut another Snapcaster Mage. I'm going to do that. I want my TBRs. Cutting TBR is nuts. Yeah, like, TBR was, like, the best card there by miles. And I feel like that kind of play pattern isn't uncommon. Having played the human side a fair bit, like, I'm always, like, pretty scared of TBR. Yeah. Like, playing humans, I'm always pretty scared. And I was hoping for the 2-3 dream. Playing against humans again is such a giant beating. But you know what? It's a great story if we actually do end up coming back to win this. Yeah, I don't see a universe where I mulligan this. Like, we have the tools. I'm keeping this. It's your D tier, so you always have it. I don't know if that's how any of this works. Cast without paying mana cost. Death Shadow, Snap. Well, we have to take the land. I think I'm going to cycle this real quick. Oh, Death Shadow's a nice pickup, actually. But shook. I actually don't have that many blue cards. I might just grab a Blood Crypt. Because we have a black card already in hand. Oh, that means we are never casting Oko. Okay with that. Black, Thoughtseize, you. Thalia, Ariok Champion, Charming Prince, a bunch of problems. Well, I can't really beat this one. Alright. We just need a second land to kill the Thalia, although the Plague Engineer will catch it eventually if we draw like 3 lands. So if we draw a land, like maybe I don't push it or whatever. Gurmafish. Okay. Actually, the fish was a nice pickup because it means we can double threat, and they have like a bunch of answers to our threats. So like, allowing us to double threat's like really nice. That was a good pickup. Dahlia. Yep. Land, please. There's land. I did get what I asked for. Alright. Probably just going to push this Thalia. Letting damage slip doesn't attract me, and I can still play the Gurmag next turn, although it's getting hella Reflector Maged and stuff. Guess push this. Although I may just play the Plague Engineer to try to bait out all those effects. Charming Prince to Scry 2 makes a lot of sense. Or I might just like Collective Brutality. Just keep the pressure off. Kind of like it. Sorry, they asked how I liked Once Upon a Time in the deck. Alright, hi chat. I think this land's important. Means I get to play my Shadow and like have them do something to it. But once again, I might just play Plague Engineer. What are you doing this turn? What, Teddy? So the one farm at Eshin, my opponent says you only have to block with water. I tell them I think we both know I need to do this. Yeah, exactly. What do this turn? I want to bait out a removal spell of some kind. I could just double threat and then follow up with Plague Engineer. That's not that bad. They Reflector Mage this. Deputy this. But I could just play Plague Engineer, make them like Deputy it or whatever. And then we just play 2 threats and Reflector Mage doesn't do a whole lot. Oh, let's fetch. Let's shock because I want green. Yeah. And plus they don't have a lot of pressure, so like we've done a good job keeping the pressure off. Black, blue, black, Plague Engineer, name human. I guess I could name wizard, but no, we'll name human. I can only get your can I get your opinion on 5-0? Yeah. I'll do it before I sign off. Just like after I end the YouTube video, before I sign off, I'll talk to you about your Izzet deck. That's fine. What is this? Deputy of Detention. That makes sense. And then you hit me for 2. I go to 8. Oko. Oko's not ideal, but good against Deputy. I mean, good against Reflector Mage. So if we play 2 threats, they Reflector Mage 1, we have another one to block. Then we can Oko. Or we could Oko first. Make a food. Take 3. Play double threat. Get Reflector Maged. Make a 3/3. So we have 3 things in play. It's tough. It's really tough. Leave this to regain some life later. Also, Oko can just trade. It's actually pretty nice. Make a food. And then we can, like, plan to trade with one of their creatures. And they can, like, Reflector Mage it back. But, like, that's still so much tempo. The thing is, Planeswalkers are better when you leave them out. The problem is we get so punished by, like, a Mantis Rider. Actually, that's, like, the one thing that doesn't punish us. Oh, do you have a Thalia's Lieutenant too? Oh, that's gross. I take 4. That needs to go at something. Probably Oko. Attacking me is interesting. Very interesting. Dismember? That's a lot of members. So we could take Deputy, play 2 threats. If we get Reflector Maged, we die. So we can take Thalia, play 2 threats. They're incentivized to Reflector Mage Thalia, but they don't really have good attacks. I think that's the line. And then we have Dismember backup for once all the dust settles. I'll take that. You have food. Here's a Dust Shadow. Here is a Gurmafish. Leave push because if we draw Snapcaster, that's definitely what we want to cast. Alright. This is what I got. This is what we set up. This is what I got. I know you have Reflector, but I have good blocks right now. Reflector, you are incentivized to Reflector your Thalia. Boop. Because that way you get a threat back out of it. And I can only make a food next turn. But that does let me line up a potentially really good team or battle rage that you don't know about. So, here we go. Drake, how old are you? I'm 24. Bounce my shadow. Bouncing the 1-drop is interesting. So you can't attack, yeah. But I can't play my thing. Drew a land. Land doesn't do a whole lot. Plus, I make a food. I can... Oh, I could have pitched that land. Fuck, that may have been a mistake. Man, that might have been dumb. Okay. So, we can just hold up Dismember and let them attack really badly. I think that's what I'm going to do. Although, no, that makes me pay life. Never mind. Not doing that. I guess we'll just do a really bad Disfigure. -2/-2 here. Although we could Dismember the Deputy, but that doesn't kill anything right now, so I kind of just want to hold off. We really just need to live through this turn, but we die to a Mantis Rider, which is really problematic. Like, I can't fetch, too. Because once we have everything else locked up, like, dying to a Mantis Rider is not good. Although we still have really good blocks with Thalia on Plague Engineer, because that'll absorb more damage. After First Strike brings back the Plague Engineer. You're not dead to Mantis? That's right, yeah, it's probably the exact reason I just said. I didn't do the math on that super well. Combat got weird. Next turn we can we also have the option to Elk Thalia and then Dismember costs just normal retail. What is this? Charming Prince. Flicker Reflector Mage. Okay. Still have pretty good blocks. So, Reflector Mage. When is it? The beginning of the next end step. Oh, it's not even a true Flicker? Wow, Charming Prince is bad. Okay. You bounce what? The Thalia? The Gurma fish. Alright. Not a whole lot I can do about that. Thought Scour. Plus to Elk this. Play the Shadow. Pass. And we can plan to Scour on our end set. The Scour is actually kind of a sick draw because it lets us replay the Gurmag Angler in a timely fashion. And they probably crack Canopy here. Yeah. Trying to draw to a anything, really. Thalia's Lieutenant's good. Mantis Rider's good. Phantasm Language is pretty good. More removal spells are good. They have a lot of good draw steps, as is the Humans deck. Yeah, my 3/2 first strike is holding the ground. The problem is the tax is actually kind of obnoxious. I think we might fetch on instep here, too. Because I think we'll begin to stabilize, and we can start maybe considering cracking foods and stuff like that to gain life. No Mantis Pappy. Deputy of Detention. Okay. What you want? What you want? Baby, I got it. Okay. So many deputies of detention. There's so many of them. Instep. Do we fetch? I don't think so. Not yet. Let's thought scour myself. Look for some removal spells. Push is not it. Okay. A braid. Having access to a braid's nice. Ugh. This has been a delicate game. Plus 2 make a food. They have 5 attackers, but I can grab a blocker back by killing an attacker. It's 3 mana a braid. Okay. Yes, a braid is what's on the menu. What you got? They drew something. Is it the Mantis finally? It is the Mantis. Green. Noble Hierarch. You got it. Okay. If they attack with just Mantis, I think I'm grabbing... This is the attacks. These are the attacks. No attacks. They don't know what they want to do. Exalted. I don't think that's acceptable. Red. Deal 3 damage. Blow that up. 4 count. Shadow be still my heart. Alright, we killed a Mantis. Alright, we got a Goofer. Goofer's nice. Okay, we can trade for another one of their creatures again. Noble Hierarch is looking kind of attractive this time of year. Gosh, this game is so delicate. So we could fish Goyf, right? And then we're not covered on Mantis because this thing exists. So we can kill this, name human, kill this. What if we pay 2 life, do all that? What does that look like? Bad for me. Cause I want to take this Noble Hierarch and play Gurmag Angler and pass. I guess I could play both Gurmag Angler and Tarmogoyf, take Hierarch, pass. And I still don't die to the thing. 2, 3, 4, 5. But we'll have to block. That's got to be okay, right? -5. You can have this. I want the hierarch. Green. Here's a Tarmogoyf. Black. Here's a fish. Okay, back at it again. Stealing creatures, doing stuff. This makes me not dead to Mantis Rider and opens up my options for playing underneath this Thalia. We drew a land finally. You love to see it. Yeah, this is the first time we've seen Goyf the entire league. Sure. There's a good chance that gets elked. If it names any of these. Like, if it names Dismember, especially. Fatal Push. Reasonable. You have no attacks. Still. Alright. Something with text. Colligon's command, you say. It's not bad. Stop on your draw step. Make a food. We have no real good attacks. On your draw step. Black. Red. White. Deals 2 target play discards. You discard 2 to that. Look at that. Hark already coming in handy. I'm a genius. Cavern of Souls was the draw? Alright, it'd be like that sometimes. Alright. My turn. Plus up. Elk this. And then next turn, we are just going to get our deputy. Kill that deputy, get back our shadow, and plan to battle rage. Seems like a good plan to me. Take the food. Eat the yummy food. Alright, what'd you draw, friendo? Nothing? Kill this. Give me that. Alright, I think we're back in it. We're back in it. What do you have? A Vendilion click? What's happening here? Make a fooder. Land. Combat. Oh, I get an Exalted trigger too? This is so sicko. What if I attack like this? No, we'll just attack with the shadow. Incentivize them to put as many blockers in as possible. 25, you got it. I don't think that saves him still, right? Because like, if that shock actually make it a 13-13 and 26 them? Oh, yeah. Fetch. Shock. Team of Battle Rage. Gotcha! Go! What a game. Alright. All that to force a game 3. I think we played well there, chat. I think we played well. Have you ever thrown a game/match? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What? Of course I've thrown games and matches, dude. Like, I've thrown some important games and matches. I had to win it into top 8 of a classic where I thought I was originally locked, but I got the pair down. And I was playing Nexus Gates at the time, and I shot them. Like, I was, like, Nexusing, comboing. I literally kind of had my way with them, right? I was just like, whatever, dude. Like, I didn't want to feel like I was slow rolling, so I just, like, was, like, trying to go through it pretty quick. Like, Nexus comboed, and then, like, got to a point where I had a very lethal expansion explosion. And so I was like, whatever, I'm not going to do anything cute. I'm not going to line up another Nexus. I'm just going to go ahead and kill them. So I, like, expansion explosion this, like, Naya beatdown deck that had all their mana up. They looked dead. They didn't really play a real game of Magic. And he goes, Angel of Grace. And I was like, oh my god. And yeah, I didn't have a Nexus lined up, and I was dead on board. Like, I drew a bunch of cards, they went to 1, and I just died. I just completely punted it away, like, because I wanted to, like, not feel like I was slow rolling my opponent. Learned a valuable lesson that day. Play till it's deterministic. It's not slow rolling, they can concede at any time. That's what I learned. That was the TLDR. This hand is great. The Grimag Angler's a little awkward. And so is the Drown in the Lock, actually, but I kind of want it all. I'm going to put the Grimag on bottom. Like, I want the rest of this, I feel like. Yeah. Yeah. You can find it. I think it was one of the Dallas Classics. I got, like, 9th or whatever. So, and, like, this is, like, I'm in the thick of the points race, right? Like, this is one of the last opens of the season, too. And I was like, I just threw away an entire top 8s for the points, just, like, being an idiot. I feel like such a moron. We drew another Angler. It's so easy. It's literally the way I drew it up, chat. I'm so smart. That's easy. Thalia, Ariok Champion, Reflector Mage. I'm going to take Reflector Mage, I think, and hope to line up this Plague Engineer for insane value. That is my plan. And if I can't, then I feel really stupid. But I feel like my plan for this match involves me lining up this Plague Engineer. Yep, that's a Thalia. Land, please. Dismember, huh? Okay. No loots in it. Please. I don't know how else I kill this thing. I have to, like, block it with the 1 Tarmogoyf. Like, I'm kind of playing with fire here, but, like, I really want the line of this Plague Engineer to be really good. Actually, now it behooves me to miss, I think. That way they actually put the stupid champion into play. Lots of blue cards, fair amount of green cards. Gosh, I really just want another black source, but I need one for the Drown. Snapcaster Mage. Well, I did miss. Okay. I mean, we need to get a little lucky now, but it's all fine. Alright, we know nothing. There's 2 cards, 3 cards soon to be. We know none of them. Uh-oh. Horizon Canopy. Crack it, draw a card, you got it. Nothing that affects combat, which means no Thalia's Lieutenant. Oh, they didn't want me to ambush it with Snapcaster Mage? That's cute. I didn't even see that interaction until they did an attack. Do I want to push this? Yeah, I think I do. Like, if I miss, it's just such a disaster. And I want to preserve my life total a little bit. Land. Damn. Alright. There's nothing? You just have nothing? Okay. I can beat nothing. And claim territory. That one probably should have named Illusion. Unless you boarded them all out. Ooh, Mantis is a pretty good one. Why didn't you vial that in? Kill that. Land. Holy shit. Whew. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. Yeah, it was, I think, but I think at this point in the game, it's too greedy. Like, just killing this is enough. Having a Flame Tongue Kavu that stays in play and, like, is just insane, I think is more than good enough. Sure. And, like, see, look, now it's better again. Like, it also sold that we don't have it, right? When we start killing X1s. Like, I'm kind of selling that I don't have it. No attacks. Good play, opponent. Good play. Land. Holy shit, dude. Inquisition you. What are your cards? 2 lands? Wowza. It'd be like that sometimes. Alright, well, still gonna try to line up the 2-for-1 and hope they keep missing. Vial? Okay, fine by me. I see why they didn't play to their stuff. They're just insulating themselves. Yeah, I'll take that one. We have a Gurmag Angler, if nothing else, this coming turn. And they can attack for 2. Land, damn it. I guess we can Dismember, play Shadow. That sucks. I'm going to play a Gurmag Angler. This makes my Snapcaster bad, but if I get 3 mana, I have multiple things I want to do first. This game's been an odd one for, I think, both of us. I wasn't hoping my opponent didn't know he could choose not to roll up his Aether Vial. That's odd. Dismember into Gurmag? I think I want to save the Dismember. I'm still holding out to draw a land for this Plague Engineer. They still have 2 lands in hand. I just need them not to top deck a Thalia's Lieutenant. We're in good shape. And, like, this stops the attacking for the time being. Like, yeah, they're just going to be passing here. Land. Thank you. Jesus. All right. Fetch. What are you thinking about? You going to Reflector Mage me in response? He said, here comes Plague Man. Oh, shit. I just fetched something, like, in trying to fetch my colors that doesn't cast Oko. Jeez, I'm good at Magic. I asked him after the match, and he told me he had to. I told him he didn't have to, and he got mad at me for not telling him sooner. That is not your job. Human! We got the 2-for-1. Love to see it. It's been giving me... I see that. My opponent's being nice and friendly. Shout out to Magic Brian. Cool guy. Alright, here. Get beat up. Okay. We play on. We play on. What'd you type? Oh, you can see. It's just like right when I fetched, it was sick. He was like, here comes the Plague Man. Where is it? Yeah, here comes the Plague Man. So I've had it since opener. Been chanting land every turn. So it's been giving me all the lands you're chanting for. Yeah. Cool guy. Shout out to Magic Brian. And since my genius fetching is coming into play here, I think we're just going to attack with the Gurma Fish. Play nice and conservative. We're going to play our Shadow and call it a day. Hopefully win before time runs out. Here's a Shadow. Humans players should cut Ariak and play Crusader clearly. I mean, I think they should, but I think that's just because Crusader's like decent against Urza. Oh, that's cute. Unsettled Mariner. Okay. I mean, probably just going to dismember it, paying a lot of life. If they activate the Vial on 2, I think I have to dismember. I mean, I don't have to, but it's probably wise. This is bananas. I'm sorry, friend. Ugh. I think Magic Brian drew another land. Yeah, I like Shadow too. Oh, nice. Fun questions. What if Vial said or less? I mean, it'd be a lot better. I mean, it's already really good. Like, it's already one of the better one-drops printed in Magic the Gathering. Alright, I need to do this. Dismember. This is a little aggressive. Yes. But I want to get this game closed. Alright, yeah, they conceded. I don't know if this is actually lethal. 11, 12, 13? It is. Alright, they left. Okay. Well, we rallied. We rallied and got our 50 play points. And we beat humans. Come on. There's a little hype for beating humans. Little hype for that. You live close to Huntsville? Yeah, I do. I live in Coleman right now. I'm, like, going to be moving back to Huntsville in the beginning of next year. But we got our 50 play points. Oof. Okay. I never cast Snapcaster Mage across all of these games, and it was horrific. Horrific. Utterly horrific. Get this card yeeted out of my deck. The rest of this stuff was actually kind of doing stuff. But, like, we could just make another Thought Scour, another Bobble, another Once Upon a Time. I don't care. I literally don't care. But Snapcaster Mage was atrocious for me. No Serum Visions means that this card is a non-starter. And, like, also just hitting our land drops wasn't realistic. Just nothing worked out. This card was heinous. I hated it. Please. Maybe 1. Like, if you want to play, like, 1, I won't fault you. But the card was so bad. I wanted, like, Tarmogoyfs and stuff more than that by a fair margin. And that's sad, because I'm a Gurmag Angler deck. So I was super off Snapcaster Mage. Drowning Lock was pretty good. Little clunky. I'm glad we're only playing 1. But I don't think I want to cut it. A second Watery Grave feels like it makes sense to me. But I don't know. The mana base worked out. Like, our mana was fine when I wasn't being an idiot fetching. So, like, I'm down. I'm here for it. Okos were great. I kind of want a third. Like, I just brought it in all the time. Always wanted to see it. It was great. Never brought this in. Collective Brutalities were great. Braids and Colligun's commands were reasonable. We never played against any big mana, so all of these cards were atrocious. Plague Engineer was worse than I wanted it to be against humans, but it did line up really well against that Ariak champion. So, big fan of that. I think humans should be cutting Ariak champion personally. That's what I tell a lot of people to do. But, like, we didn't bring in, I think, any of these cards through the league. Whereas we did bring in all of these, so, like, I liked these cards, didn't like these cards, but we didn't play against big mana. So I know that, like, some of the counterspells and stuff are necessary. I'm not necessarily that I would cut these cards, but, I don't know, maybe we could adjust some of the numbers to look better, this kind of stuff, and maybe these trophies or whatever aren't necessary. It could be, like, more Braids and Colligun's commands, what have you. But the deck was fun. The deck was sweet. I would not play this deck as it stands in a tournament. It's just, there was too many holes with the deck. It feels like a start. I kind of like that we're trying to be Grixis that also leverages some green. But I mean, we started 3 matches in a row without winning a game. And that was ugly. Like, the games we felt like we had to fight just to even be in it. And that is disgusting. So, yeah. Once Upon a Time was really good when we had it in our openers. But the floor, when we draw it, was so low that I don't think it's worth having it. I think Once Upon a Time probably doesn't belong in this deck, and we do want something like Serum Visions or whatever, right? Like if we're gonna be Grixis, like let's cut the bullshit. Let's just be a Grixis deck and like play our Serum Visions, like maybe splash a little bit of green for the good sideboard cards in Tarmogoyf, and like move on with our day. Like let's stop acting like Once Upon a Time is a card that we're good. I don't think Goyf is that bad. I think Goyf is actually kind of reasonable in our deck. It's not as great with Grimhack Anglers, but like just like a second Goyf I think is fine. So like what if we cut all this stuff? Like Once Upon a Time is a card people hype up a lot, but it did not look good in those leagues, I tell you what. Like what if we cut all this nonsense for like a set of Serum Visions, another goof, and like, I don't know, maybe like another Thought Scour to really make our goofs and our, what's it called, worth it? I don't know. Like, that, I'm kind of making stuff up, but I feel like this needs a little bit of help. And as it stands, yeah, I don't think I'd play this. But it was a lot of fun. I really appreciate your Sublist submission, Shadows. Thank you for supporting me this month. If you have no more questions, problems, or concerns, then we'll go ahead and wrap it up here for the night. Thank you, everybody, hanging out. If you liked my content, all of my losing and my aping, then please hit the follow button on Twitch. It's the easiest way to support me on Twitch. We'll let you know when I go live. And if you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. It's the easiest way to support me on YouTube. Doesn't cost you a dime. We'll let you know when I post more videos. Other ways to support me, Team Nova, and my stream is support my sponsors. We're currently in limbo for the year transition with Team Nova, but you can find some of my sponsor stuff in the panels below if you're on Twitch, or in the description below if you're on YouTube. You can save a little bit of money with some of the products that sponsor Team Nova. So, thank you all for your time. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next week.